There are two functions in DAX to aggregate values using a multiplication. They are product and product X. Product is nothing but the short version of product X. Product X is an iterator that multiplies row by row values coming from a table. It is not very frequently used, but sometimes it is useful, especially in financial application. As an example, we want to compute the sales actualized in 2009. There are sales that happen in 2007 that gives a given sales amount, but what is the equivalent sales amount in 2009 of 11,309? It's 12 millions because we need to multiply the value by 106.80%. How do we know 106? Well, there is a table we created in the model that contains year by year the inflation rate. So what we want to do is apply the inflation rate for all the years from 2007 to 2009 in order to compute the actualized sales. What we need to do is multiply row by row, all the rows from 2005 to 2009, multiply 100% plus 3.39%. So we need to multiply 1 plus the inflation rate of that year for all the years in the table. And that is exactly what our measure is computing. Product X over rates of 1 plus rates inflation rate aggregates by multiplication all the rows in rates, adding 100% to the inflation rate. And this way it aggregates the correct way percentages. In order to see the code in the full measure, the actual measure we are presenting is actualized sales 2009 that iterates over all the years which are selected in the current context, uses the reference years for 2009, takes the base year, which is the year currently visible in the report. It's better if we show this. And then it computes the compound inflation rate, which is the measure we highlighted earlier, for all the years which happen to be between the base year and the reference year. At the end, it computes the sales amount times the compound rate. The result of this calculate is visible here under Adjustment, and the result of the multiplication is visible as actualized sales 2009. For 2009, the same year of the actualization process, of course, we use 100% because at that point the value of sales amount is the same value as the actualized sales amount. As you see, product X is not a very common function, but when you need it, it's extremely important because it lets you aggregate through multiplication different rows.